there's an app for that. It's a common phrase these days, but is there a way to really use that to grow your business? I'm Jamie Gorman, the host of Be Better at Business TV, and I'm here this morning with Pat Ennis, the Regional Manager for American Solutions for Business here in Manassas, Virginia. Good morning, Pat.
Good morning, Jamie. How are you today?
Great. Pat's quickly becoming an expert in marketing with with mobile applications, and so we're going to talk about how you can use mobile applications to grow your business. Just a quick reminder that we're live online, so you can chat in your questions, and I think we might even have some special chat-in and call-in questions this morning as well. So, Pat, let's get started.
Great.
So, obviously, there's a trend in more people using mobile applications, mobile devices for personal use.
Right.
How are businesses using this as a marketing tool to grow their business?
Well, I think from a trend perspective, it's obvious that within a couple of years, every phone, or at least 85% of the phones used in the United States, are going to be mobile.
Right.
So people are using those phones now to make business decisions and to research the same way they used to research on the desktop. So, you know, if you're not a business that is playing out there where they are making decisions, when someone's making a decision about what they want to buy, you're going to miss that opportunity.
Okay, and that's a key part, right? I mean, it's that aspect of it's not just about getting information, but now they're starting to use that information and make those decisions right there, real time.
Absolutely. Research says if somebody makes a research request into their phone,
Right.
70% of the time they will make a purchase decision within an hour.
Wow.
So you want to make sure if you're a marketer that you are there, and it's a great opportunity because you have customers that are ready to buy. So if they find you first, if you convince them that you can solve their problem, they're going to buy from you.
Okay.
The other thing that's important about mobile, and the reason it's such a big trend, is if you already have an installed base, a base of customers, you'll want to market to those customers, and you'll want to keep those customers and make sure that somebody isn't getting between you and them.
Okay.
Right. So, for example, take Geico. Geico's, advertising their app, and that app is going to help you if you're getting in an accident, be able to instantly access your information instead of having to look for the piece of paper. Well, that's an installed base. They're not trying to sell new insurance on their app. They're trying to make sure that they give you the best customer service possible.
Right.
So
The loyalty. So kind of building up that loyalty with their current customer base.
absolutely. So apps are just going to continue to grow and grow as more people get these little computers in their hands.
Right. Okay. So is this something just for big business? I mean, we focus on Be Better at Business TV. It's a lot with small, medium. So is this something that only the big guys can do, or is this something that small, medium can take advantage as well?
Well, I think up till now, or until recently, it was the big guys that had the advantage. They had the resources. They could spend hundreds of thousands of dollars building an app. But what's really happened is technology has become affordable with the ability to integrate to back-end, through APIs to back-end systems like Facebook and so on. And the phones have become so powerful,
Right.
and everybody has them, that a small business can now use the technology and not have to spend a lot of money, and that's a big deal. The other big thing that actually gives small businesses kind of an advantage is phones are local. When you're
Right.
making a decision to buy something, you're making a decision typically on something that's within your context, within your
Okay.
area. So small businesses that can get to you while you're making that decision and are nearby, they're going to have an advantage over the big business that may be thousands of miles away.
Okay. And does that set it up a little bit more usable for industries? So is it really, because locally, like restaurants and like local businesses, are they going to get more impact, or does that matter? Or the big regional, you can be a regional person or national or international to be able to take advantage as well?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's a very good question because typically up till now, you think of mobile as being business to consumer.
Right.
But if you think about businesses who are selling to businesses, it's really about how you position your thought process in terms of marketing. Maybe you're not marketing to the business, but you're providing your customer a way for their salespeople to be more successful with your product. So that's typically business-to-business kinds of applications because there isn't that big installed base. You're looking for ways with your app to make sure that they're successful selling your product,
Okay.
or that they're successful selling their product, and therefore have to buy more from you.
Okay, great. And I think our first question is that I'm seeing is along the lines of B2B. So, like I said, we have some special call-in guests this morning. And first up, we have Mikey from New York.
Hi. My question is mobile marketing effective for B2B or just consumers?
So you talked a little bit about the B2B aspect of things.
Right.
What are specifically a little bit more, so, we'll talk about the methods a little bit more, but how are B2B specifically using it to hit their business customers, and is it effective?
Yeah, well, if you think about how powerful the phone is, and that's a great question, Mikey. If you think about how powerful the phone is as a computer, businesses can push out catalogs to the phone. They can push out, let's say you're someone who is selling a John Deere tractor.
Okay.
Well, you're not doing that necessarily in the showroom. You might be doing it out, in the lot, in the field, and you need access to information.
Okay.
So if you can find out what the wheelbase is, or you can find out what the horsepower is, or you can find out what
Right.
implements are additional, right there, you're
Okay.
more likely to be able to make a sale.
Okay.
And that's why businesses are finding it is good to have an app. And again, think of it in context of who's going to use it and how you can make them more successful.
Okay, so it gets a little bit also into the buying process, right? If you can figure out the app, because you talked about the impact being, I'm right here, it's right in front of me. If I'm looking for information and can take that to the next step and buy right there,
Yeah.
right? Or at least do some kind of action towards the buying process, that it's more about how do I as a business figure out how to insert it in the buying process, more so than it's only good for this industry or that industry or this customer or that customer. It's more about inserting it in the buying process.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that are in the phone that really can support both a B2C and a B2B kind of
Okay.
approach. But it really does involve making sure you understand who wants your information, and understanding that they want to act usually on that information right at that time point.
Yeah, so audience objective message, right? Nothing new here from a marketing perspective. We talk about that all the time on this show, the audience objective and message. Great. Once again, we have Pat Ennis, who's the regional manager of American Solutions for Business here in Manassas, Virginia. And Pat, why don't you just take a minute or so and tell us a little bit more about American Solutions for Business?
Great, thank you. And again, thanks for having me. American Solutions, we're a marketing services company. Our office here in Northern Virginia specializes in branding and helping people be successful on the marketing basis. But we are a national company. We have over 500 sales associates, and they're all focused on helping their customers. We do things like campaign management and printing and production. We offer a lot of services, design, mobile apps,
Right, absolutely.
websites, and we do it all kind of in a market coaching kind of approach. So we'll help you do promotional audits, we'll write content, we do a lot of services as well.
Okay, great. Well, it's a great time to be in marketing, right?
It's fun.
A lot going on.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun, and small businesses are really empowered now. So we can really help them be successful.
Great. Well, thanks again for joining us. I'm Jamie Gorman, the host of Be Better at Business TV. Better business leads to better decisions, and that leads to better results within your business. Thanks for joining us on today's show.